Welcome back to Actus Live, your number one source of school-related headlines. I'm your host, Zakir Jordan.
And I'm Kenneth Johnson.
First up today, we'll be following a regular bell schedule.
You'll finish this week's Character Strong lesson in your homeroom class.
And 7th graders will be dismissed with the first bell this week.
Attention all symphonic band students. Be sure to listen for an all-call at 10:55 telling you to go to the NPR.
You'll eat lunch first, then get dressed and board the buses heading to West High School for CMEA Central Section Reading Festival.
Attention all basketball players. All basketball uniforms are due by today.
Be sure to bring your washed and folded uniforms in to Miss Post-it by the end of the school day on Friday.
Tomorrow morning, we will lead you to the dimes.
The dimes are in there. Go! Fill the bag. Let's get out of here. I'm glad we aren't in there with that dragon.
You can tell Mr. Bumgarner and Mr. Stevens are excited for next week's Dime Wars.
Get ready to declare war against other homeroom classes.
Dime Wars returns next week.
That's right. Dime Wars is a homeroom fundraising competition supporting healthy mothers and babies with the March of Dime.
Here's how it works. Each homeroom has a jar near the entrance of the classroom like this one.
Each morning, music will play over the intercom system, letting you know it's time for students to walk around to other homeroom classes to place money in their Dime Wars jar to sabotage them.
Dimes are worth a positive value, and all other coins/money are a negative value.
One of the best parts of Dime Wars is that there are 2 ways to win.
At the end of the week, we'll crown a biggest winner and a biggest loser.
The homeroom class with the largest positive value of money will be our biggest winner.
And the homeroom class with the largest negative value of money will be our biggest loser.
Last year, we raised over $1,100, and we would love to match that amount or more.
And remember, we do all of this for a great cause. 100% of the money raised will go to the March of Dimes.
And homerooms are already taking shots at one another. Here is Miss Paula with her formal declaration of war.
I'm Miss Paula, and I'm last year's biggest loser from Dime Wars. Apparently Miss Knight wants to take my title, and I'm not going to let her, even though she's come up with a brilliant idea to raise money. But I also have a brilliant idea. These little plushy guys. If you bring me bills, dollar bills, $5 bills, $10 bills, one of these cute little things can be yours. You can trade it, you can put it on your backpack, you can cuddle it. They're all the rage. So stop by and see me in A6 and don't let Miss Knight win.
Shots fired, Miss Paula.
Let's see what Miss Knight has to say about that.
Okay, do you like roller coasters? Then this is for you. You could win a season pass to Six Flags Magic Mountain. Here's how this works. For every dollar you give me, you get 1 raffle ticket. 1 raffle ticket, 1 chance to win. $10, 10 chances to win. The more you give, the better your chances. And be honest, do you hold a grudge against Miss Paula for making you read this year? Now's your chance to do something about it. Our class needs to beat Miss Paula's class in Dime Wars this year, and we're going to be the biggest losers. So donate, get your tickets, and maybe win a whole season of roller coasters. Help us win, and maybe win yourself.
The student leadership team has come up with dress-up days to get you in the March Madness spirit.
Here's the complete rundown for daily dress-up themes so you can start planning your outfits.
Today we are wrapping up the week by showing off our school pride by wearing any school gear from elementary, Actus, your future high school, or college.
As always, during dress-up days, the school dress code still applies, and outfits must be non-offensive and appropriate.
And speaking of college, we've invited a few teachers to stop by the studio this week and join us to share a little about their personal college experiences. Please join me in welcoming
Miss Onson.
Miss Onson to the show.
Good morning. I am Miss Onsom. I actually went to a couple of colleges when I was in high school, in the school year and in the summer. I went to Taft College and I went to Bakersfield College over on the east side of town. And then when I graduated from college, I went to UC Davis. I was lucky enough to have early admission to UC Davis, so I knew where I wanted to go. But I was an avid, so I got to tour a lot of campuses all around the state to kind of figure out what I was looking at and where I wanted to be. So I went to UC Davis, originally majored in nutrition science, made it through that, and then hit the 7-hour physics lab and said, maybe not, as much as I enjoy physics because I actually teach it now. But I ended up changing to clinical nutrition, was going to be a dietitian after college. UC Davis is up near Sacramento, very fun. A long way from home, but I just kind of rode the train. Hey, Mr. Stevens.
Hi, Ms. Onsom.
We're talking about UC Davis right now.
Wait, do I need to be further over? Okay.
He's scooching.
I plumb forgot about this. My brain's not been working right because I've been sick all week. So I just remembered, brought my class in. Hi, everybody.
Nice job. So UC Davis mascot is the Aggies. I ended up finishing my degree in clinical nutrition. I have a major in clinical nutrition with a minor in Native American Studies. I was involved in internships where basically you work for free. Not the best system, but pretty common when you are in college. And so I got to work for the Dining Commons and help make sure that like all of the nutrition elements that were required were there. And I got paid in food, which was a lot of fun. And then when I was done, I went to a couple of different grad schools as well, but that can be a story for another time. My favorite part of UC Davis was called the Arboretum. It was just this giant kind of meandering little river that ran through campus, and that was my favorite place to study. There were lots of ducks, there were lots of trees. It was way cooler than it is here. Not cooler, like more fun, but physically cooler, lower temperatures. I had a very good time. What about you, Mr. Stevens?
Oh, college was great. I was thinking this week, like, what would I like to share with students about college? And instead of hyping you guys about it, which, by the way, was great. I just said it was great. But, like, what should students know? And I would say most, like, Hollywood depictions of college is it's a place full of, like, only the really smart kids. All the big brains are there, and I don't know. That's at least the feeling I got growing up from a household that nobody even had a bachelor's degree, which is a 4-year university degree. And upon arriving at college, I went to Fresno State. I found the mix of people there academically is very similar to what you see in junior high and high school. There's a real mix of normal people. So if you are an average student who puts in effort, my favorite sweetmate. If you're a normal student who puts in a lot of effort, you'll do just fine, and college is a great place for you. So I lived in a suite at Fresno State with 6 dudes. I was one of 6 dudes. We all shared a living room. And my favorite one, his name was Eric Warner. And that guy was not a genius. He wasn't. He was just like kind of a low average student, but he worked his tail off and he was successful. He could get straight C's every single semester and be successful and be happy. Meanwhile, I had another roommate who was a very high performing student in high school. He was really smart, like he was in all the same kind of classes I was in. And his focus was not initially on school. And yeah, he could get A's in classes that, Eric couldn't get A's in, but also he got a good number of F's and was put on academic probation, almost booted. So I think where this story maybe is meandering to is that college is a really good option for a ton of people, and really learning responsibility is the biggest thing. You don't have to be the top student in your class. You just have to be willing to kind of grind and put in the effort. And yeah, I loved the experience. It was loads of fun.
And I agree with that. I actually was on academic probation 1 quarter as well because I didn't realize they weren't all worth the same points. If the classes are more units, your grade level can be a little different. But I think learning to come back from that is really valuable from college. Learning to not be the A student, even when in high school maybe you were, and keep grinding.
All right.
Attention all 7th graders. Here's your chance to join next year's student leadership team.
If you are interested in being part of a fun and exciting group of school leaders, we encourage you to fill out the Google form that is posted in the student body Google Classroom.
Leadership does the fun activities like host assemblies, plan dress-up weeks, and events like Fun Day, and so much more.
Give us your answers on why you would be a good fit. This is your only way to convince us why you should be in leadership.
Looking for a way to continue to connect and build culture and community even after Actors Live is over?
Rewind the live stream, pause on this graphic, and spark a conversation with your class.
You'll be surprised by the connections that emerge and how much you learn about one another.
And now, let's honor America with the flag salute.
Please stand.
Salute.
Pledge.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's take a look at what's for lunch today. For lunch today in line 1, hot dog, baked Cheetos choice, vegetarian chili beans, mixed fruit, and milk choice.
For line 2, we have chicken taquitos / guacamole, baked Cheetos choice, salad bar, mixed fruit, and milk of choice.
Teachers, please take an accurate lunch count for line 1 and submit your numbers and synergy for homeroom to Miss Mel so she can plan for the day.
Thank you for hanging out with us on Actors Live.
As you start off your day, remember to act respectfully,
responsibly,
and honestly.
Catch us next time as we cover the headlights that matter to you.